thinking and society have been part of human thinking and society. Since beginning of human society. And the answers have been sought. Answers have been sought either in religion or in science. Answers have been sought either in religion or in science. Okay, ji. Either in religion or in science. Because both are storehouse of knowledge. Both are storehouse of knowledge. In a complementary manner. Both are storehouse of knowledge in a complementary manner. It is generally believed and agreed upon that what is agreed upon and believed is that religion predates science. Religion predates science. बताइए, तो आप लोग मानते हो इस बात को कि रिलीजन प्रीडेट साइंस? हाँ, हाँ, both of you agree with this or not, that religion predates science? There is many theories in religion give the source of search in science. Yes, first religion is there like Catholicism, then science invention. Okay. Change the paragraph. Classical classical evolutionary sociologists. Classical evolutionary sociologists see evolution in a series of. कोमल आपको सुनाई दे रहा है ठीक से? कोमल जी सुनाई दे रहा है?
बिल्कुल ध्यान से मुझे
हाँ,
ध्यान से सुनना पड़ रहा है बिल्कुल से।
अरे ये तो मजबूरी हो गई, ध्यान से सुनने की क्या जरूरत है?
नहीं नहीं सर, वो ध्यान से मतलब बिल्कुल
हाँ
ऐसे।
हाँ समझ गया मैं, सत्य बाहर आता है भाई कभी न कभी।
नहीं सर, आप दूसरा मीनिंग लेंगे सर, आप ध्यान से
मतलब सब
सुनने
कुछ
का।
मैं ही गलत लूंगा? हाँ,
नहीं सर।
तुम तो यही कह रही हो। कुछ तो अच्छा ही होंगी भाई हमें भी।
सर आपको मेरी आवाज सही आती है?
आती है खींच के, तानपुरे की तरह।
तो सर फिर मेरा नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम ही है, इसलिए आपकी आवाज भी नहीं आ रही।
नेटवर्क का इशू होता है भाई, बेस्ट अगर फैसिलिटी चाहिए और ज्यादा इधर उधर हम भाग भी नहीं सकते, तो फिर ऑनलाइन इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट मेथड्स। करने वाले के ऊपर है ये तो, करवाने और करने वाले दोनों के ऊपर है। नहीं?
यस सर।
ओके, सो according to classical evolutionary sociologists, they see they see evolution in a series of religion, magic and science. Magic and science, full stop. According to Comte, क्या नाम था पूरा कॉम्टे का कोमल? हाँ, कॉम्टे का पूरा नाम क्या था? अच्छा ठीक है,
अगस्त कॉम।
ओके थैंक यू। According to Comte, society moves. According to Comte, society moves in such a way society moves in such a way that there is always different kind of perceptions. Because there is always an evolutionary process. And it always it is always seen that religion dominates. Religion dominates traditional societies. Religion dominates traditional societies. It has a very important role. Therefore, it is true that give me a second, please. It is true that यार ये फ्लिकर क्यों कर रहा है मेरा स्क्रीन एक सेकंड ना my screen is flickering. So August Comte says that religion dominates traditional societies, whereas in modern societies it is the science. Whereas in modern societies it is the science which is dominating. It is science which dominates. Religion dominates traditional societies, whereas it is the modern sciences which dominates modern societies. Which dominates modern societies. ठीक है जी, ये बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट बात है कि मॉडर्न सोसाइटीज में साइंस डोमिनेट करेगी और ट्रेडिशनल सोसाइटीज में रिलीजन डोमिनेट करेगा, ये अगस्त कॉम्टे साहब कह रहे हैं. And thinkers like Taylor further glorified science by calling it infallible. By calling it infallible कि भाई उसमें तो कोई गलती है ही नहीं. Infallible. By calling it infallible. Therefore, there are multiple perspectives. There are multiple perspectives, and theorists like इंडिया के भी थिंकर्स हैं कुछ, इंडिया के थिंकर्स ने भी ऐसा करने की कोशिश की है, उन्होंने भी अपने आइडियाज दिए हैं, बट नॉट इन द बिगिनिंग। हमारे यहाँ तो रिलीजन और साइंस का बहुत ही तगड़ा मिक्सचर है। अगर अभी भी देखेंगे, आप फेसबुक पे जाएंगे तो कुछ ना कुछ आपको ऐसा दिख जाएगा कि बाबा जी, गणेश जी दूध पी रहे हैं, या कुछ और हो रहा है, या शहद निकल रहा है, या लॉकेट गुरु जी के, कल ही मुझे किसी ने दिखाया कि ये देखिए गुरु जी लॉकेट दे रहे हैं, और सरप्राइज कि यार ये कैसे हो सकता है, ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता, इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल अंडर ऑल सर्कमस्टेंसेस कि ऐसा कुछ हो जाए। लेकिन हमारे यहाँ दिखाया जाता है, हमारे यहाँ बिहेवियरल वाइज भी है पूरा ऐसे ही। तो हम कह नहीं सकते उस चीज को कि भाई सोसाइटी का जो आउटलुक है, दैट डिपेंड्स एक्चुअली, द आउटलुक ऑफ सोसाइटी इज वेरी, what I should say, it is very different, it is very dynamic, you cannot just change। आप अपने यहाँ भी देखेंगे तो माइंड सेट और टाइम जो है ऐसे चेंज नहीं हो सकता एकदम, कि किसी ने कुछ भी कह दिया और वो बात को अचानक से मान लिया जाएगा या उसको रोक लिया जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होता, ऐसा नहीं होता। क्या कहना है आप लोगों का, बताइए इसके बारे में। ऋग्वेदा तो ओरिजिनल है, ऋग्वेदा तो मतलब आप साइंस नहीं बोल रहे, ऋग्वेदा तो एक थिंकिंग है, एक लिटरेचर है, एक फिलॉसफी है, हम दूसरी चीज के बारे में बोल रहे हैं। बताइए। जबकि हम ये कह सकते हैं, आप लिख सकते हो कि वेयर एज थ्योरिस्ट लाइक स्पेंसर, यू नो, फ्रेंच थिंकर जो स्पेंसर थे, थ्योरिस्ट लाइक स्पेंसर, they saw religion, and society at opposite ends. They saw religion and society at opposite ends. Therefore, it is an evolving phenomena. It is an evolving phenomena because as societies evolve, science becomes modern religion. As societies evolve, science becomes modern religion. Okay. As already discussed through examples like हमने बुक का नाम लिखा था मैजिक, as already discussed through examples like examples of works, we should say examples of work like magic, science, religion and other essays। हमने नाम लिखा है पहले भी, मैजिक, साइंस and religion and other essays। Concepts like sacred and profane have also been discussed, change the paragraph. One can say religion is speculative in nature. Speculative, चमत्कार हो गया जी, चमत्कार. It is more speculative in nature, imaginative in nature. Speculative, imaginative. ठीक है जी. It pushes man towards fatalism. It pushes man towards fatalism because there is no measurement and precision. No measurement and precision in religion. No measurement and precision in religion. At times we say religion is liberating. At times we say religion is liberating. Religion is liberating, but it binds individuals. It binds individuals and promotes status quo. Promotes status quo. जो चीज जैसे है वैसे ही रहनी चाहिए. It promotes status quo and religion. Science promote individual innovations. Science promote individual innovations, whereas religion is more collectively oriented. Religion is more collectively oriented. समझे आप? जब हम दोनों की बात करते हैं रिलीजन और साइंस की, तो ये सारे पॉइंट आएंगे. हाँ, कोई ऐसा पॉइंट जो आपको समझ ना आ रहा हो इसमें से? कोमल जी, समझ आ रहा है ध्यान से सुनने पे?
Yes, sir.
Scientific knowledge and methods are valid universally. Scientific and what I said? क्या बोला मैंने? कहाँ चल?
Scientific knowledge.
हाँ, scientific knowledge and methods are valid universally. Whereas in case of religion, the principles are accepted. In case of religion, the principles are accepted. हाँ बिल्कुल. हम कह सकते हैं ब्रिजवाला जो आप बोल रहे हो कि रिलीजन और साइंस बिल्कुल दो कॉइन है. हाँ, हम आ रहे हैं इस चीज पे. प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ रिलीजन आर एक्सेप्टेड. Principles of religion are accepted within a particular community. Only which believes in those principles. Durkheim believes that both religion and science provide society. Both religion and science provide society collective representations. Because both because both science and religion, because both science and religion provide answers to many questions, provide answers to many questions. Both have manifest, both have manifest as well as latent, and as well as both have manifest as well as latent functions and dysfunctions, latent functions and dysfunctions. ठीक है ना जी, दोनों चीजें हैं. Both science and religion, both science and religion, they are result of intellectual and emotional needs of human beings. Intellectual and emotional needs of human beings. Similarly, Weber's, I should say, Weber's comparative studies, हमने पढ़ा था वेबर को, हमने, उन्होंने तो कंपैरेटिव रिलीजन पे बहुत सारा काम किया. Similarly, Weber's comparative religion studies proves that comparative religion studies proves that how there are different values, how there are different values are attached to religions, how different values are attached to religions, and how it is opposed to rationality, how it is opposed to rationality. ठीक है जी, how it is opposed to rationality. हमने किया हिंदुइज्म में ऐसा है, प्रोटेस्टेंट की वजह से ऐसा है, यू नो, इंपिरिकल जो कम है रिलीजन तो वहां पे कैपिटलिज्म नहीं आएगा, जहाँ पे इंपिरिसिज्म ज्यादा है वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड में, इसीलिए वहां पर जो है कैपिटलिज्म आ गया, प्रोटेस्टेंट ज्यादा वैसा है. ये उन्होंने प्रूव करने की अपनी स्टडीज में बताया और हमने पढ़ा भी था. ओके जी. he also put emphasis upon the ideas like rationality and scientific thought. Rationality and scientific thought, they emerge when societies are modern, and side by side there is increase in secularism, because that will decrease the space for religion. That will decrease the space for religion. Other examples like Darwin's theory of evolution. Other examples like Darwin's theory of evolution is in direct conflict with the idea of God, creating mankind, God creating mankind. But in today's time, religion is using scientific technologies. In order to communicate, propagate, and disseminate ideas. There is a strong influence. Of modern technologies on both religion and religious leaders. Change the paragraph. Social thinkers like Durkheim, Marx, Weber, Spencer, and others believe that in modern times, I mean to say in modern world, in modern society, traditional religion would be marginalized. In modern society, traditional religion would be marginalized, and there will be process of secularization. There will be process of secularization by which science will become more important in people's lives, and through it social world could be explained. However, the process of secularization is not universal in nature. As the definition of religion is not universally accepted. But there are there are certain trends. There are certain trends and strands. Strands, you know, कुछ धड़े हैं, कुछ तरीके हैं. जैसे participation in institutional religion. Participation in institutional religion is one strand. Participation in institutional religion like church, temple, mosque, it reflects relative importance of religion in our lives. It reflects relative importance of religion in our lives. And also our social behavior, through ceremonies, through rituals and ceremonies, Okay. Brian Wilson, B-R-Y-A-N, Brian Wilson, in his book Religion in a Secular Society. कौन सी किताब लिखी? Religion in a Secular Society. Talks about the issue that if there is fall in the attendance, of masses in any religious phenomena, for example कुंभ का मेला कह दो, टेम्पल के अंदर कह दो, गंगोत्री यमुनोत्री से लेकर जहां पर एक मेला लगता हो, if there is fall in the numbers, that means the importance of religion is declining. In the daily activities of people in that society. एक स्टैंड तो ये है कि पार्टिसिपेशन कितना है. दूसरा स्टैंड क्या है? सेकंड स्टैंड इज disengagement of institutional religion from everyday life. Disengagement of institutional religion from everyday life. समझ आ रही है जी बात आपको? हमने बोला अगर ऐसा होता है तो हम कह सकते हैं कि लाइफ के अंदर सोसाइटी के अंदर जो है वैल्यू रिलीजन की कम हो रही है डेली एक्टिविटीज के हिसाब से। हमने एक ऐसा एग्जाम्पल देने की, हमने ऐसा एक स्टैंड लेने की कोशिश की। ओके, दूसरा हमने बोला डिसएंगेजमेंट ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशनल रिलीजन फ्रॉम एवरीडे लाइफ। वो कैसे पता लगेगा? डिसएंगेजमेंट विल बी रिफ्लेक्टेड इफ द सेकुलर आइडियाज आर इंक्रीजिंग। ओके, अगर कम हो रहा है तो डिसएंगेजमेंट ज्यादा हो रहा है, तो आप कह सकते हैं कि सेकुलरिज्म बढ़ रहा है। अब जैसे हम कहते हैं कि आफ्टर द कमिंग ऑफ द प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट, जो हिंदू धर्म है उसका जो एक प्रभुत्व होना चाहिए, जो उसकी एक सोच होनी चाहिए, वो ज्यादा बढ़ी है, ऐसा कहा जाता है। तो ये इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है इस एंगल से, सोशियोलॉजी के एंगल से इसको समझना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है कि आखिर किस एंगल से उसको रखा जाए। ठीक है जी। तो हम क्या कह रहे हैं? हम कह रहे हैं दैट we can say when there is more role of science and and education, politics, and other social welfare functions, they are no longer functions of religion. Then secularization happens. Because these processes are not dominated, controlled and guided by religion. These ideas are reflected by Brian Wilson. But Parson contradicts this view. Parson contradicts this view and he says that structural evolution of or I should say structural differentiation, not evolution, structural differentiation of institutions is a natural evolutionary process. is a natural evolutionary process and this is not making religion less important. This is not making religion less important because due to differentiation process, religious values become more generalized. Huh? Due to differentiation process, religious values become more generalized and they still guide the society and integrate it. They still guide the society and integrate it. ठीक है जी. तीसरा स्टैंड क्या हो सकता है? Increasing religious pluralism, as a symbol of secularization. Increasing religious pluralism as a symbol of secularization. Increasing religious pluralism as a symbol of secularization. When it is believed, that a truly religious society, is monotheistic. When it is believed that a truly religious society is monotheistic, and multiple religions having competition among each other, reduces the power of religion. Because different religious loyalties became part of people's lives. Different religious loyalties became part of people's lives. It also questions the fact and assumption that it is only single faith only single faith which can bind the society, which can bind the society or act as a force of integration, act as a force of integration. Therefore, it is not a precondition. Therefore, it is not a precondition for social integration. Rising number of sects, rising number of sects reflect that rising number of sects reflect that religion is religion is losing religion, orthodox religion or a dominant religion is losing its preeminence. You know, orthodox religion या religious values, they are dominant religious values, I should say, dominant religious values. They are losing their preeminence. ओके okay? ये हो गया तीसरा स्टैंड. चौथा स्टैंड क्या हो सकता है? There is a process of secularization. There is a process of secularization of religious institutions themselves. सब में हमें इंडिया के एग्जांपल ढूंढने हैं. समझ लीजिए बात को जी. There is a process of secularization of religious institutions. For instance, religions may not promote irrational beliefs and dogmas. Irrational beliefs and dogmas because that might not attract the believers. That might not attract the believers. And case studies. Examples and case studies across the world. Across the world. Next point क्या आ सकता है? Growing individualism. Growing individualism. Growing individualism. In modern societies, there is religion is no longer an act of collective worship. अभी आ रहा है वीडियो आंचल जी?
यस सर।
ब्रिजबाला जी चल रहा है?
यस सर, बीच में हो गया था सर अभी।
पीछे से हुआ होगा कुछ, क्या बताएं। तो हम यही कह रहे हैं कि religion is no longer seen as an act of collective worship. Act of collective worship. And individuals work out their own path of salvation. Individuals work out their own path of salvation. Therefore, Robert Bella argues in his book New Religious Consciousness and the Crisis in Modernity. New Religious Consciousness and the Crisis in Modernity. That actually the importance of religion has not declined. Importance of religion has not declined. Rather, its form of expression has changed. Its form of expression has changed. It is not that religion's importance has declined. वो कहता है कि नहीं, आप सेक्ट ज्वाइन कर रहे हो, आप किसी और तरीके से साल्वेशन ले रहे हो, कुछ भी कर रहे हो, इससे रिलीजन की इंपॉर्टेंस कम नहीं हुई है, ओनली फॉर्म हैज चेंज्ड. ओके. और एक और स्ट्रैंड क्या है? Desecularization. आई एम रिपीटिंग द लास्ट थिंग. हमने कहा था कि रॉबर्ट बल्ला इन हिज बुक religious consciousness and the crisis in modernity argues that, or he says that, the importance of religion has not gone down, only its form of expression has changed. Desecularization, this concept is linked with the idea that there is no place, of supernatural forces in the modern society. There is no place of supernatural forces in the modern society? And it is the rationality and empirical thoughts. It is rationality and empirical thoughts which motivate a person. It is the rationality and empirical thoughts which motivate a person, and with rise in scientific knowledge, with rise in scientific knowledge and understanding physical and biological processes, rise in scientific knowledge and understanding physical and biological processes, the role of religion, the role of religion or space of the sacred has been further restricted. Modern organizations are guided by rational ideologies. Modern organizations are guided by rational ideologies. ठीक है, ये एक सब्जेक्टिव है, ये भी हाँ, ऐसा नहीं है, मतलब जैसे जुडिशरी है, एग्जीक्यूटिव है, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है, वो सारा का सारा नॉन रिलीजियस होना चाहिए, पर है थियोक्रेटिकल सेट भी है, अरब कंट्रीज भी हैं, अफ्रीका में भी कुछ ना कुछ है, और कोई ना कोई ऐसी कंट्रीज भी हैं जो चर्च और पूरा एकदम बस क्रिश्चियनिटी के थॉट के ऊपर गाइड करेंगी. तो देयर आर डिफरेंट व्यू पॉइंट्स एंड डिफरेंट आइडियाज, ऐसा हम कह सकते हैं. Okay. और हम क्या कह सकते हैं? Change the paragraph and we can say the process of secularization, the process of secularization reflects less involvement of persons, less involvement of men with religious institutions, comma, decrease in influence of religious institutions, decrease in influence of religious institutions, and other aspects of material life, other aspects of material life, and decline in the degree to which people hold religious beliefs. Decline. Okay. Some sociologists even argue that monotheistic religions, monotheistic religion reflect, monotheistic religions reflect rationalization of belief, rationalization of belief in supernatural and random magico-religious beliefs. Random magico-religious beliefs. Secularization is linked with modernization and systematic empirical knowledge. Systematic empirical knowledge, questioning the supernatural beliefs. Other idea says that it is linked with tolerance and plurality in society. Tolerance and plurality in society. Marxism also views that this leads to decline in religion. बात समझ आ रही है जी रिलीजन की? ये ज्यादा रिलीजन हो गया कोमल?
यस सर।
ज्यादा रिलीजन तो नहीं हो गया?
सर रिलीजन नहीं, मेरे घर के
रिलीजन
यहाँ शादी है तो मुझे कुछ
हाँ
सुनाई नहीं दे रहा सर।
क्या?
पहले आवाज कम थी, अब उन्होंने ढोल और बजा रखा सर।
ओ होए नाच ले तू तो खड़े होके
और
उन्हीं में
मुझे अब
जाके
कुछ भी सुनाई नहीं दे रहा सर, आप क्या बोल रहे हो?
ऐसे ढोल की आवाज मुझे क्यों नहीं आ रही तुम्हारे?
सुनाऊं सर? दो।
सुनाओ। वाह भाई वाह। हैं? कोमल,
हाँ जी सर।
रिलीजियस प्रोसेशन जा रहा है क्या, या ब्याह हो रहा है?
पता नहीं सर क्या हो रहा है।
अरे तुम जहाँ रहती हो कितना खुशी का माहौल है वहाँ।
क्या सर?
कितना खुशी का माहौल है, देखो ढोल बज रहे हैं और हम रिलीजन पढ़ रहे हैं।
तो अच्छी बात है सर।
हैं?
अच्छी बात है सर।
हम्म। चेंज द पैराग्राफ।
क्या सर?
अगला पैराग्राफ। इन द वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड, इन द वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड there is separation between religion and administration or constitution or political authority. That means that means progressive retreat of religion from public life. Progressive retreat of religion from public life. But in case of India, in case of India, people have freedom. People have freedom to propagate, profess, and practice religion of their choice. But religion is not completely separated from public life. When religious institutions, when religious institutions they link with secular activities like running of hospitals, educational institutions in a secular manner, then they are increasingly becoming rational. Therefore, first in Europe, secularism was seen as a progressive ideology. Linked with ideas of liberal and democratic state. It was George Jacob Holowek. George Jacob Holowek. Who coined the term secularism? Who coined the term secularism? Sociologists have given due importance to the idea of secularism, thereby highlighting the dichotomy between traditionalism and modernism. But modern sociologists, contemporary sociologists, I should say, contemporary sociologists, they argue that there is no empirical way to understand when and how exactly secularism started. When and how exactly secularism started, and even if people are not attending churches or temples, but the number of believers are increasing. Davy in his work Religion in Modern Europe calls this phenomena as belief without belonging. Similarly, before him, emphasis was given by Thomas Luckman. In his work The Invisible Religion. The invisible religion. That there is presence of religion in all spheres, all public spheres. Therefore, 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 secularization and religion go hand in hand. Change the paragraph. Fundamentalism fundamentalism describes an ideology of religious or a social group which is calling to strictly follow the sermons, scriptures and doctrines and apply them to all aspects of life. Apply them to all aspects because they believe that it is the only true explanation. क्या बोला मैंने लास्ट वर्ड? हाँ, क्या बोला मैंने, बताइए। आंचल जी बताइए। आंचल जी, इट इज ट्रू एक्सप्लेनेशन, ये क्या है? कुछ और बोला होगा यार।
सर मैंने तो ये लिखा, दे बिलीव दैट इट इज ओनली एक्सप्लेनेशन।
अब तो बड़ी अच्छी आवाज आ रही है तेरी यार। हाँ, इट इज ओनली वन ट्रू एक्सप्लेनेशन। इट इज ओनली वन ट्रू एक्सप्लेनेशन कहेंगे ना, वो यही है भाई सच, दुनिया में और कोई सच है ही नहीं। हाँ, therefore they force drastic social changes. They force drastic social changes for the emergence of fundamentalism. Drastic social changes. Also, it is in direct contrast. It is in direct contrast It is in direct contrast with globalization and modernity. It is in direct contrast with globalization and modernity. समझे कि नहीं समझे? हाँ, ठीक है जी. Fundamentalism is in direct contrast with globalization and modernity, ऐसा कह रहे हैं हम. Because
Yes.
because it promises a psychological appeal. It promises a psychological appeal. A better world. A better world. A psychological appeal. A better world. And it scares people that there will be loss of identity. There will be loss of identity if there will be loss of identity if they are not going to follow it. They are not going to follow it. The idea came for the first time in America in the second decade of the 20th century. In the second decade of the 20th century, when this idea, when the word fundamentalism, or when the word fundamentals was used for the first time, for conservative Christian ideas. For conservative Christian ideas. Okay. There are examples of growing fundamentalism in Asia. There are examples of growing fundamentalism in Asia, Africa, and Middle East, and in Europe also. सब जगह ही हो रहा है. So fundamentalism stresses upon infallibility of scripture. हमने एक टर्म यूज किया, infallibility of scripture. In all matters of faith and religion. In all methods of faith and religion. And all aspects of life. All aspects of life must be governed by true revealed religion as described in texts. सारी चीजें रिलीजन से गाइड होनी चाहिए. Therefore God's words and laws, जैसा अफगानिस्तान में है, God's words and laws are to be the basis. God words and laws are to be the basis ओके जी. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात है, बेसिस ऑफ सोसाइटी, इकोनॉमी, पॉलिटी, कल्चर एंड लॉ. So fundamentalists attack the idea of a secular state because state is governed by religious ideas. State is governed by religious ideas. It is opposed to reason, rationalism and humanism. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. fundamentalists also attack corrupt lifestyles. It is opposed to reason, rationalism, humanism, and secularism, and it is also attacking corrupt lifestyles. When fundamentalist ideas are promoted, and every other religion and community is seen as an enemy ideologically. Every other community and religion is seen as enemy ideologically, because both cannot coexist together. Then it will be leading to communalism. They do not have any reformative agenda. They work on their exclusion. They work on their exclusionary behavior. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो भी न्यूज़पेपर में आ रहा है, आता रहा है, उससे रिलेटेड ही क्वेश्चन आएगा. That's why I am giving you basic points. They are reactive in nature. And conflicting in behavior. Because they are antagonistic in nature. ओके. और हम क्या कह सकते हैं फंडामेंटलिज्म के अलावा? एक और टर्म रह जाता है जो हम कर चुके हैं, लेकिन रिवाइवलिज्म. फंडामेंटलिज्म और कम्युनिज्म का तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल मैंने बताया ही है, बट देयर इज रोल ऑफ रिवाइवलिज्म आल्सो. रिवाइवलिज्म, दैट मींस, रिवाइवलिज्म का मतलब रिवाइविंग दोज values and those aspects of a religion which may not be rational in nature. Okay, uncritical understanding of religion